I want to ask you if you can kind of give us a little bit of backstory here, because some people don't know the story. The Talking Smack thing is so infamous now, and it's funny because when we were in the UK, a little bit of context, we were doing a show with Eric Bischoff in Glasgow, Scotland, and we were doing this show, and it was the day after SmackDown had aired. And everybody during the meet and greet was saying, are you going to ask him about the Talking Smack promo?
Really?
Because everybody was like, what would he think of that? Because Bischoff was, NWO and all this stuff back then. And he said, he was like, I don't watch WWE, but I watched that.
Get out of here.
Because he'd heard about it. So can you talk a little bit about why the promo happened and what the frustrations that you had that led to that actually happening?
I guess I can go insider terms since you're inside the ropes, right? So I was scheduled to do a dark match before the show. I was the Intercontinental Champion. I just got moved over to SmackDown Live in the Superstar Shakeup, and I'm trying to make a name for myself. I'm trying to be the Intercontinental Champion that isn't the one that's just, always losing all the time or like not making the title what it should be. Like back when I was a kid, that title meant something to everyone. It was prestigious, it was honorable. When a superstar had it, you were like, wow, that guy is a big name. And I felt like it's kind of been dragged through the dirt. And I didn't want to be that superstar that was dragging it, because I've held the title for a little, I held it before, and it happens every time, and I wasn't going to allow it to happen this time. This was the time I was going to make a statement. And I was put in the dark match. I wasn't even on the show. And so I went to creative, and I was like, why am I not on the show? I'm the Intercontinental Champion. Well, we don't have time for you today. We have the new SmackDown Women's Championship was being brought in, which great, okay. The new tag team titles were being brought in. We don't have time for the Intercontinental title. I'm like, wait a second, these are new titles. What about the rich history of the Intercontinental Championship? I was like, put me on Talking Smack. And so I let out all my frustrations on Daniel, and then what really set me off was kind of the demeanor that Daniel had, like calling me a coward. But I've been called a coward many times. It was more the soft. That I have a soft style of wrestling. Like, I have a soft style of wrestling. Wait a second, I've never been injured in WWE ever. I am there day in and day out, working my butt off, trying to become the biggest, best superstar I possibly can be. And this guy right here, sitting on his butt, being the general manager, sitting there, can't go in the ring anymore because he's injured himself, because his style is too rough. Like, who's better? Who's better? Who would you rather have? The guy sitting on the bench or the guy playing? You'd rather have the guy that's playing each and every day, always there for you. But it seems to me that everyone's always cheering Daniel Bryan and applauding him because he's so endearing and so sympathetic. He's such a great victim. He plays the best victim out of anyone I've ever seen in WWE, and he has everyone fooled. But he didn't have me fooled that day. So I let every frustration that I've ever had on him, and honestly, I set out to have him hit me. I wanted him to punch me in the face like he always says. But what did he do? He walked away. And what does he say? Why does he say that he walked away? He says he walked away because Vince McMahon, would have been very upset with him. Vince McMahon would have been upset with Daniel Bryan if he punched Miz in the face. Really? Come on. Come on. Do you believe that?